Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Cursed Compendium of the Old Newport Library. Holly had always felt a magnetic pull towards the antiquated aisles of the Newport Library on the Isle of Wight. She relished the quiet solitude of the ancient building, surrounded by dusty tomes and forgotten lore. As a librarian, it was her duty to preserve the knowledge within its walls, but she never expected to stumble upon a forbidden book that would unleash a nightmare beyond comprehension. One dreary afternoon, while sorting through a stack of old manuscripts tucked away in the library's attic, Holly's fingers brushed against a peculiar volume bound in cracked leather. Its cover was adorned with strange symbols etched in gold, and a chill ran down her spine as she traced the intricate patterns with trembling hands. The title, embossed in faded letters, read The Cursed Compendium. Curiosity overcame caution, and Holly opened the book, revealing pages filled with accounts of cursed artifacts from across the ages. Each entry detailed the malevolent spirits and haunting histories tied to these objects, warning of the dangers they posed to anyone foolish enough to come into contact with them. As Holly delved deeper into the forbidden text, a sense of foreboding descended upon the library. Shadows seemed to dance along the walls, and the air grew heavy with the weight of unseen presences. Ignoring the growing unease, Holly continued to read, her eyes scanning the pages with a mix of fascination and dread. Suddenly, a soft whisper echoed through the chamber, causing Holly to jump in alarm. She looked around, but the library appeared empty save for the rows of silent shelves. Dismissing it as her imagination, she turned back to the compendium, only to find the pages now filled with descriptions of artifacts she had never before encountered. As she read aloud the chilling tales, the artifacts began to materialize within the library, one by one. A cursed mirror, said to trap the souls of those who dared to gaze into its depths, appeared in a corner, its surface shimmering with otherworldly energy. A twisted amulet, rumored to grant its wearer eternal life at a terrible cost, lay ominously upon a nearby table. With each manifestation, the spirits bound to the cursed artifacts awakened, their malevolent presence seeping into the fabric of reality. The once serene library transformed into a nightmarish realm where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred. Holly realized too late the grave mistake she had made in uncovering the secrets of the compendium. Trapped within the confines of the library, she frantically searched for a way to undo the havoc she had unleashed. But the cursed artifacts were relentless in their pursuit, their thirst for vengeance driving them to torment anyone who dared to cross their path. As the malevolent spirits closed in around her, Holly understood that some knowledge was never meant to be unearthed, and that some curses were best left undisturbed. In the darkness of the Newport Library, she became just another chapter in the Cursed Compendium, a cautionary tale for those who dared to tread where they did not belong. The cursed artifacts prowled the library like vengeful spectres, their presence growing stronger with each passing moment. Holly could feel their eyes upon her, their whispers of ancient curses echoing through the dusty halls. She knew she had to find a way to stop them before it was too late, but the task seemed insurmountable in the face of such malevolent power. Desperation drove Holly to scour the compendium for any clue that might aid her in banishing the cursed artifacts from the library. Yet with each turn of the page she found only more tales of horror and despair, each one serving as a grim reminder of the danger that now surrounded her. Time blurred as Holly delved deeper into the forbidden knowledge of the compendium, her mind teetering on the brink of madness under the weight of its revelations. She stumbled upon an ancient ritual rumored to possess the power to bind the spirits of the cursed artifacts and seal them away for eternity, but the ritual required ingredients of the darkest nature. With no other choice, Holly set out to gather the necessary components, her heart heavy with the knowledge of the horrors she would have to face. In the depths of the Isle of Wight's forbidden forests, she hunted for rare herbs rumored to possess arcane properties, her footsteps guided only by the faint glow of moonlight filtering through the dense canopy above. But the forest was not empty. It was alive with whispers and shadows, each tree concealing secrets of its own. Holly felt the eyes of unseen entities upon her, their presence sending shivers down her spine as she pressed on, determined to see her task through to the end. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Holly emerged from the depths of the forest, her arms laden with the ingredients needed to perform the ancient ritual. With trembling hands, she returned to the library, where the cursed artifacts waited in silent anticipation of her return. With the compendium open before her, Holly began to chant the incantations of the ritual, her voice trembling with the weight of centuries-old magic. As the words echoed through the chamber, a palpable tension filled the air, and the cursed artifacts stirred restlessly, sensing a threat to their existence. But Holly persisted, her will fueled by determination and desperation. With each verse of the incantation, the power of the ritual grew stronger, enveloping the library in a shimmering aura of ethereal energy. And then, with a final, resounding chant, Holly completed the ritual, her voice rising above the din to command the spirits of the cursed artifacts to heed her call. For a moment, the library was plunged into silence, broken only by the sound of Holly's ragged breaths as she waited with bated breath for the ritual to take effect. And then, slowly but surely, the cursed artifacts began to fade from existence, their forms dissipating into wisps of shadow as they were bound by the ancient magic of the ritual. Exhausted but victorious, Holly collapsed to the floor, her body racked with fatigue and relief. The threat of the cursed artifacts had been vanquished, their malevolent spirits sealed away once more within the pages of the compendium. And though the library bore the scars of their presence, its halls now stood silent and empty, free from the haunting spectres that had once roamed its corridors. As dawn broke over the Isle of Wight, Holly emerged from the library, the cursed compendium clutched tightly in her hands. Though the horrors she had faced would haunt her dreams for years to come, she knew that she had saved not only herself but the world from a fate too terrible to imagine. And as she walked away from the ancient building, she vowed never again to succumb to the temptation of forbidden knowledge, lest she unleash a darkness from which there could be no escape. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.